What's up, guys? John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com, and this podcast is called Focus on Moving Forward with Your Trading. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's get straight into this podcast right now, and let's actually talk about some key ingredients that makes people succeed or don't succeed when it comes to trading the market. And I'm sure you may be in a situation where you are struggling to get ahead, or you may be struggling to move forward or make the progress you want. And sometimes when we're trading, we can rush, we can take trades, and we can look back and say, why did I take that? Why did I do that? And how can I, why did I get myself into that situation? You know what I mean? So I remember in the past where there's been times when I've been trading the markets and I've literally blown up more than half my account in one night trading the E-mini futures. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a nice feeling, I understand. And you just don't seem to be moving forward with your trading. And so hence the title of this video, Focus on Moving Forward in Your Trading. And that's what I want to talk about within this video. And here's one of the things I want to talk to you about. A lot of times we can trade, and there's a lot of things that goes into becoming a really good trader. You know, you've got your foundation to your success. You've got charting techniques, you've got trading systems. You've got the flow which leads you into actually trading live and how much you're trading live and all that sort of stuff. And you want to learn more information about that, head on down to my website. You can find more information about that. But in this particular video, or in this particular podcast, I want to talk about the things that's actually stopping you from moving forward and how you can actually focus on those things. And here's a few things that's really stopping you from actually moving forward. The first thing that's actually stopping you from moving forward is you're trading way too much. See, a lot of people have this idea that if I trade the Forex market is huge right now as I'm currently doing this podcast. And the Forex market is huge. And because it's huge in people's eyes, they're like, look at the liquidity. You know, I don't know about you, but if you're trading a couple of $100,000, then maybe you want to move to the futures and Forex. You know what I mean? But that's per position. But if you're not trading a couple of $100,000 per position, then I think you're going to be okay trading any market out there. You know what I mean? Whether it's options or CFDs or shares or whatever. You know what I mean? And so when you're trading, the first thing that's stopping you from moving forward is that whenever you're trading, or you got to ask yourself the question, am I about to take a trade based on fear? Fear that this is the only trade that's going to happen right now. Because what's going to happen is that if you're trading based on fear, and let me see if I can bring this a bit forward here. Here we go. If you're trading based on fear, and if you're trading based on or are you trading based on that'll do, this'll do? Because if you're trading based on fear, where you say, you know what, there's not going to be another trade like this. There hasn't been a trade like this in a month, or a couple of hours if you're trading intraday charts, or a couple of weeks if you're trading daily charts. If you're trading that way and you're moving forward that way, then what I want you to focus on is that, okay, are you focusing on fear? Are you focusing on, well, I haven't had a trade for a while, and so, it's probably not going to be another trade like this. It's okay, so let's just take the trade anyway. Are you trading in that situation? Or are you fearful, or are you trading in a fearful situation where you're scared you're going to miss out on profits, where you're so certain the market's going to go in a direction, so you're just going to trade, and you're fearful of losing out on profits? If you are trading in that state, you've got to continue to reassess yourself and say, I'm not going to take that trade. Because you know yourself, if you're trading in that situation, if you're trading in that mind frame, then you know yourself, right? Then it always leads to, if you're trading in fear that you're going to miss out on profits, or you're going to miss out on something, or you're in the mind frame of this trade is in the section, or in the phrase of, or in the category of that'll do. If you are like that, then that always leads to the wrong decision, and that's not moving you forward. And trust me, I've traded for well over 10 years right now, and I've traded everything you can think of. And I remember when I was trading tick charts, on the E-mini futures, and I sit there for hours and hours and hours trading that. And I've traded that to trading monthly charts to now I trade daily charts on the US market. because it fits my trading style, and that's for another podcast. But if you're what's important is when you're trading, you've got to keep reassessing yourself. Is that, am I trading in a fearful state? Is this trade based on I'm fearful of missing out, so I've just got to quickly get in now? If you are, then that's going to stop you from moving forward big time. If you are trading in a state where you say that'll do is not going to cut it, right? Because when it comes down to it, a lot of people like to trade Forex so they can like to trade small. Well, let's get real here. Let's get real. If you want to be able to make good money from the market, you've got to be able to put $5, $10, $20, $30,000 on per position and more. You know what I mean? And how do you actually have that confidence to do that? You've got to have a really good success rate. How do you have a really good success rate? Firstly, how you have a good success rate is you stop trading those trades where you're fearful of missing out, or that'll do trade. Make sense? And so if you're trading like that and you're trading like that, you're not going to be able to, your progress is going to be limited because you're going to have a very low win. You might be 50-50 win-loss ratio, maybe less. And that's what's going to happen. What's going to happen there is that's going to stop you from actually moving forward in a big way when it comes to trading. So what's important is every single time you take a trade, you need to say, yes, this is exactly the trade I need to take. It's not based on my missing out. It's based on exactly the trade I need to take. It's not like, I'm going to make a lot of money from this trade, but this is the trade that I need to take. Make sense? And it's getting yourself into that phrase, that mind frame, where you're listening to your gut when placing that trade. And that's that little voice inside of you. And so every time you place a trade, what's important for you to do is ask yourself a series of questions. Question number one is that, am I taking this trade because I'm fearful of missing out on something? Fearful of missing out on profit? Fearful that I'm going to miss out on, this is the only trade that's going to happen? Or am I taking this trade where I'm just saying that'll do? And if the answer is yes to either of those, then don't take the trade, because it always goes wrong. Make sense? Now, if you are taking the trade, what you need to say to yourself is that, is this trade 100% in line with what I'm about to take with this trade? Is it 100% congruent? Is everything about me on a calm matter saying, yes, this is a good trade? Not, I'm going to make $1 million out of that trade. I'm not going to make a home run, because home runs very rarely happen, right? You get in there, you take your profit, move on to the next trade. That's what successful traders do. So moving forward after this, as I was saying before, is focus on moving forward within your trading. And how you do that is simply focus on those trade setups. Whatever your trading system is, focus on those trading setups that you know with every single ounce of your soul that, yes, soul and mind, everything about you says yes. It's not that loud voice that you're going to make $1 million, but it's like, this is 100% exactly what I'm after. And when you start to take those trades, your success rate will go up, your confidence will go up, the amount of money you actually want to put on per trade will go up, and therefore more money you're likely to make, the money you're making will likely to go up. And now your stress levels have gone down, because now you're not trading as much, you're waiting for that right setup, you're making more money, and now it's less stressful. And that has a compounding effect. I can speak from experience. A while ago now, I was going through like a 30% win-loss ratio. I was getting hammered. I'm like, and this is actually through a couple month phase. I'm like, what's going on with my trading? And I didn't realize what was happening, that I was actually trading in a fearful state. I was trading in that'll do state. So I went to one of my coaches who trades $1 million every single time he trades. He got me in order. I came back. I got refocused. I now take less trades. I'm now trading more money on the positions now that I have in a long time, and I'm making so much more money than I have in a long time trading. But what's also happening is my stress levels are down too, because I'm waiting for that setup. And guess what? If you're trading intraday charts and you sit there for an 8-hour period and there's no absolutely 100% setups, then don't take it. Your confidence will go up more and more and more. Your confidence won't go up if you're taking that'll do trade or the fearful trade. You need to be taking the 100% yes trade. Make sense? And so that's what's going to help you move forward. So that's what this podcast is all about. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to get my help and for me to help you personally, then maybe leave a question below, or head on down to my website, officialjohnhowe.com, or there's obviously a link on this page as well too. And and you can check out how I can help you out with your coaching and stuff like that as well too. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, this is John Howe here from officialjohnhowe.com. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.